Houston, we got a problem.
Brown Girl Bella.
Hi babes, welcome back to my channel. Before I begin, let me light a candle because this is definitely a woo-saw moment. Hold please. Okay, remember our pressure points. Hello again babes, welcome back to Brown Girl Bella, where luxury meets a little laughter and beauty meets banter. We discuss all things luxury beauty, whether it is skincare, makeup, hair care, whatever it is. This is your one-stop shop for all of that and then some. So today we're going to talk about my hair, and specifically yesterday I went to Rama Beauty. It is located in Harlem, New York. They have actually 3 locations. All 3 locations are 24 hours, so if you want your hair braided at 3 o'clock in the morning, you can get it done there. So I made an appointment for 3 p.m. and I arrived at 2:30ish. And I went inside. First of all, let me tell you the pros. The parking was so easy. I actually pulled up right in front of the hair salon. And so I was able to stay in that spot for 4 hours. I needed to move the car because you'll see it took much longer than I thought it was going to take. Walked inside, it was fairly clean. I told them my name and I told them that I had a 3 p.m. appointment. So they took me right away. I was pleasantly surprised when around 3:10ish, yeah, 3:10ish, they had to prep the hair. So I get it. Took them a little while to do that. I didn't start with the first braid until around 3:15, 3:20. But again, I'm giving grace because they needed to prep the hair. Now, before she started braiding, I told her what I wanted. I wanted Bora Bora braids. Now, Bora Bora braids, and I'm going to stick a photo of what they should look like in on one of these sides, over here or over here. We'll figure it out. But Bora Bora braids is what I went in for. What I got is some rendition of Bora Bora braids. So when I said I wanted Bora Bora braids, they instantly upcharged me from $180, which all of their styles, they advertise any style, any length is $180. The only time they will upcharge you, according to the advertisement, is when they have added hair to your hair and you didn't bring it in, or if you want what they call down to the booty braids and it's past your butt. Other than that, it's supposed to be $180. However, the lady in charge, I think she's called Mamadin, something like that. Anywho, she charged me $240. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna bulk. I could roof, but I'm not going to. I decided I was going to go ahead and pay the $240. Then she added what was a $60 charge, which was later reduced, and I'll talk about that in a second. Then she charged me $60 for the hair. Now I needed at least 3 to 4 packs. I brought in 2 because my head is kind of small and I didn't know that she was going to do them this tiny. Had I known that, I would have definitely purchased more to add to it because I wanted it to be not down to the booty, but I wanted it to be to my mid back. So I wanted it to be like mid lower back. Ended up getting, yeah, a little bit past my bra line. So I guess in that respect, they did do it correctly. However, I'm going to tell you about some cons. So in addition to the upcharge, the woman who did my hair did it the whole entire time. So I walked in at 3 p.m. Like I said, 2:45-ish, but 3 o'clock was my appointment. I was there on time for my appointment. By the time I walked out of the salon, and mind you, I did have to go and move my car, so that took about 10 minutes. I will say the parking was very, very good. Very, very good. So I paid about $4 in parking. No, I'm sorry, $8 in parking because I parked on the main street. So I had to pay for parking, and that was $8. Still not bad for New York parking. And then when I moved my car at 7, I was able to park in a spot where I didn't have to pay anything at all. So that was another good thing. Now we're going back to the cons. So in addition to the upcharge, no one in between all of these people getting their hair done, because there's at least 14 people in the front section, and then there's another 6 to 8 in the back section, which is a little smaller. So you're packed in there like sardines, and there was a lot of times where like I turned or she turned the chair and I was bumping into the next person. That's how tight and compact it was. So that's not really ideal, because again, she's sitting the whole time, which in my experience they don't normally do. Like I looked around the salon and she was the only one sitting down for the majority of the time that she did my hair. The only time she stood up is when she was doing the very top of my hair. Then she stood up. Also, the chair was lower than the mirror length. So I couldn't see myself in the mirror, because had I been able to see it, talked her through how she can make changes so that I didn't end up with this. Because, you know, she's saying it's full. It's not that full, especially when you see the picture of how it's supposed to look. You'll notice that that picture is very full and mine is not. Also, there is a part where the braid ends and the waviness is included, and in between those two sections she started putting glue on it, and I guess that's to seal the ends so that the braided hair, not my hair, but the braided hair is fused with the wavy human hair, because it's a mixture of synthetic hair and then wavy hair. So that was interesting, because when I got up, I can definitely notice there were sections of my hair that had white residue on it from the glue. And I was like, you're not going to fix that? And she's like, no. It's good. It's not good. It's not good. It looks like somebody took a piece of tissue. Like, people are going to be asking me, like, you got something in your hair. So I've been spending today and probably some of tomorrow trying to chop away at some of the white residue so people don't think that I've got white residue in my hair. Also, there are noticeable pieces of my hair that are still straight and not wavy. So I tried spraying it down today and adding a little bit of mousse. I also have some of my curl gel. I actually have to get more, so maybe I'll run into Ulta either tomorrow or the next day to try to get some curl gel and pack it with me. This size is kind of easy to transport. I don't think I need any gel, but I do have a travel size of my gel, so I might bring this as well. And between those two products, hopefully I can get this looking like something. It is wavy, but it's very limp. It's not full like I wanted it. It's not bouncy curls. So I don't know what went wrong here, but listen, we got a problem. We definitely have a problem. I will say, for another pro, She also was very conscious of not pulling the braids so tight. However, when I got home and I tried to manipulate my hair and kind of pull it up, I felt tension. So I've been adding my creams in there, my oils in there to kind of loosen them up so they're not so stiff and unable to manipulate, because I do want to put it up in a bun for a couple of days of my upcoming trip. So I really want to make sure that it doesn't still hurt when I go into my trip, because I need to pull it up and have like a nice bun for this trip as well, at least 2 times, because I know we have a gala night, and the dress that I'm wearing, I want to style my hair up and like maybe pull a few of these tendrils down so that it looks really, really nice and cute. Hopefully, fingers crossed, babes, we can do this. The price discrepancy, and that's a big one for me because she quoted me one price, so I figured, you know, that's the price. But then when she went to check me out, and I wasn't finished with my hair when she checked me out, which is another red flag to me, however, she was almost done with it. So I figured, okay, whatever, you want to close out your billing, fine. So she did that. The girl next to me was getting her mom to pay. Her mom wasn't in the salon, but her mom was going to send the Zelle to the salon. And so the woman kept pressuring her. Did you call your mom? Did you call your mom? You need to close out. Da, da, da. And the young lady was getting flustered, and she was saying, like, you're going to get paid. I'm still, you know, getting my hair done. I'm not nearly done. So my mom is going to pay. Don't worry about it. And she just kept getting this pressure. And I felt really bad for her because I can tell that she was really getting agitated by the constant questioning about when she was going to fully check out. So when I finally went to check out, she quoted me the $240 price. And now I'm like, well, I just gave you more money than that. Why didn't you like tell me that before I gave you the money? So again, hindsight is 2020. I, ended up giving her the tip and paying the $300. So actually $320 because I included the tip and the extra hair because I thought that was, what we were going to do. Very disappointed in that, but lesson learned. If I want to get the boho braids, the ones that have these curly pieces interwoven into more of a braid pattern, they are excellent for that. Most of the women in there were getting those types of braids with the different colors into it. Looked really, really pretty. I'm not into all of that color. However, if you want to go to Rama, I think they're a great salon. Expect, to be crowded in there. Make an appointment because I'm going to say if you don't make an appointment and you just walk in, sometimes they take walk-ins right away, but sometimes they will make you wait. And more often than not, since they're like a sensation on YouTube, they have been really, really cracking down on making an appointment. They also have 3 locations to choose from. So depending on the time of day that you call for your appointment, they may send you to the one I went to, which was on Malcolm X Boulevard, or they may send you to one of their other 2 locations. All in all, it was a interesting experience. I definitely would go to them for the boho braids, but to get the Bora Bora braids, I'm gonna go to the woman who created them and created that picture that I shared with you because she knows how to do this. And if I show her the picture of how full I want it, I know she's going to give me what I need. And they sell that hair there. And it may be a little bit more because again, she created it, so she charges a little bit more than what I paid, but hey, I paid $320 all in. So I think her name is Ola, who created the Bora Bora braids. So I think Ola charges maybe $450, $500, something like that. So, you know, that's not too bad. It's $200 more than what I paid. So I think for what I want, and knowing that that's exactly what I'm going to get in the outcome, and there's not going to be any of these, you know, loose pieces, any of these white residues from the glue. None of that stuff will be in my hair because this lady knows what she's doing. She trained everyone in the salon on how to do the Bora Bora braids. So that is it, babes. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I have some more videos on tap for you. Plus, I have some things that are in the can for next week so that you won't miss me too much while I am away at the 2024 AKA Boule in Dallas, Texas. But for now, you have now been bellified.